What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Designsmith. I consider myself a fairly patient person. However, summer has come and gone, and the new Astrobrite album is nowhere to be seen. So this video will be an open letter to Scott Cortez asking, where is the new Astrobrite album? And we are going to craft that letter by creating a poster, because that's what I do. So because of the band's name Astrobrite, we are going to be creating like a little starry type of sky here. And Scott likes to use all kinds of different retro things in his branding for the band. And so we're going to continue that type of aesthetic here. I've always loved this particular background from the Super Mario Brothers on the Super Nintendo with the twinkling stars and everything. So we're going to recreate some of those for the background of this poster. And I'm just going to roughly recreate these stars right here. I'm not going to do anything super crazy in terms of getting it really precise or anything. We're just going to roughly draw over this. The whole process of duplicating these squares is actually pretty easy. I'm just holding down the Option key as I'm clicking and dragging. So just keep that in mind that you can easily do that with creating new shapes. And I always find that it's easier just to create the shapes first and then color them later. All right, so as you can see there, it wasn't too difficult to recreate that. So let's move this over here, and I'll select all the ones that are going to be this darker color right here. And now we can start moving these assets over here to the main artboard. And I'm going to scale this all the way down this way like that. And then we'll go full width with the poster there. And now I'm going to duplicate this over here to this side because I want to create some other instances here. I'm not going to recreate all the different kinds of stars here. I just want to grab the yellows, greens, and reds, and maybe a blue right there. So I'm just going to duplicate this 3 times, and then I'll just go in here and change the colors. Be very careful when you're making your selections here that you don't accidentally grab one of the anchor points on the edges and start pulling it in a direction that you don't want it to go, like I just did. Not much to pull from these blues right here, but we can still make it work. These little outside edges here will go with this same blue, but then just go in, make it a little bit brighter, and then again with the same blue and just go in and make this a little bit darker. And then the center of that will be that right there. Okay. Very good. So now let's go in here and grab these stars. And there's all kinds of ways that you can do this, but I'm just going to go ahead and move these to some kind of random places like this. And then I'll just hold down Option to duplicate them in all kinds of different areas. I'm going to group everything together, each star as its own shape. That way I don't accidentally pick up anything and start moving it by accident like I just did. All right, cool. Once you get like a little random scatter of everything all over the board here, you can pretty much call it done. And now we'll move on to the type. And I don't have this font here, so I need to create the letters. And we're just going to basically use our rectangle tool and create our letters this way. So I'll speed up this portion of the video so that you don't have to watch me create all of these letters here. All right, so we have all the letters laid out here. So let's just kind of make some adjustments to this and just get some nice spacing going on here. Wasn't too concerned about that when I moved these over here. So let's just go ahead and clean them up now. This is basically a sign right here for the Super Mario Brothers thing. So let's just recreate that as well. Actually, that shape of that will be based on the size of the Astrobrite itself, and then we will create the drop shadow here in a second. Got these little things on the edges here, which basically acts as like, you know, the nails or the screws holding them in place. So we'll get those. But first off, we need to unite this together and bring this over here. And now we need to align it with our actual background here. So we'll just kind of bring it in 1/2 inch or so. That looks good. Let's go into outline mode so we can grab this guy and put him up here. We'll say 1/8 of an inch in, And let's go ahead and bring this here to the edge and then here to the bottom edge. Go up to our transform panel and add 1/2 inch. Now we'll bring these over here and then bring those down here and bring them up by 1/8 inch. And now we'll make this black right here, unite it as one shape, and send it to the back behind our main letters here. And let's bring it down a little bit further. And now we'll kind of move these up into position. And now let's select these black ones here and unite that as one shape, send it to the back. And now we can just kind of do something like that. There we go. Okay, now let's group all of that together and bring it over to our main poster that is looking so cool. You could also make this as a concert poster, Scott. All right, I think 16 inches is good, 1 inch on each side. I think that's good. And to add a little bit more dimension, we have some edges going on right here. So let's do a little kind of a side shadow on this side, and we'll make it the same color as this text right here. Let's rotate this and bring this down here to the bottom and go all the way to the edge here and make this black. And then we'll just duplicate this on this side and make that black over there on that side. And I can't see the top of this, but I think it's possible. Let's just see what it looks like if we put this white one at the top. Just want to make sure that we've got some good consistency going on here. And yeah, that looks good. I like that. All right, let's go ahead and recreate this question block right here, because that's going to be the main draw. The fact that we have no idea where this album is, but we're not bitter, right? We're just excited to hear the new music, Scott. All right, let's move everything over here and get everything colored in. All right, let's make this not so big. We don't want these two elements to compete with each other here. There we go. I think 2 inches is actually perfectly fine. And then I should have this font on here. It should be called 8-Bit Madness. Okay, I don't have it, so I got to go download it. Give me just a second. All right, got that installed now. And now let's just change this over to white. And I don't think we need to do too much kerning here. I think it actually looks pretty good on its own. And we'll just kind of place it maybe right here in between that star and in between the question block. All right, there it is. Here is our Astrobrite, the new album. Who knows when it's coming out for the question block right there. Scott, if you see this video, just know that this is all just a joke. We love Astrobrite. We love Love Less Crushing. Good luck saying that 5 times fast. We are just excited to hear the new music. So we look forward to that whenever you choose to release the new Astrobrite album. And one more thing I need to do here is add the drop shadow for the question block. Scott, if you happen to see this video, we are just really excited. Hopefully the new album will be coming out soon. We're just really excited over here. All right, well, thank you so much for watching today. I hope I taught you something in Illustrator. Please be sure to hit the like button. That does help me with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.